guys, what's up? It's Laura from Laura Marie Plans, and today I am back with another weekly plan with me. In this week's plan with me, I am planning for the week that was June the 2nd through the 8th in my Aura Estelle A5 Wide Cloud Planner using my Caress Press 2025 inserts. And this week, I decided to use the kit called Pride Magic from SPC, and I decided to pair this with pastel rainbow solid foil underlays from Hannah, Plan a Hannah shop. And then on top of that, I end up putting on the hearts and flowers overlays in Pixie Hollow. And I do have some pastel rainbow quotes I use, but for the most part, I try and do a lot of Pixie Hollow because I have done pride spreads before where the rainbow gets to be a lot really fast. I actually didn't realize I ordered my scripts in pastel rainbow too, so I did use those. And some of the doodles I pull in the day by day are going to be rainbowy, so I know it's going to be a lot, but I hope it looks good and I'm really excited. I love how the base looks so far. And so I did color block as per usual. And of course, for a rainbow pride spread, you have to. I did incorporate the extra orange color. And since I only had one extra label of that, I only wanted to use the orange color once. So I put it on Wednesday, a day that wasn't an extender and a day that I could only use it once. And then I did the pattern from there. So I put purple on Monday and pink on Sunday and just completed the rainbow between Tuesday and Saturday. And yeah, I think it's going to look really, really cute. I did have extenders on Thursday and Friday this week. And it was actually World Pride this week in DC, or actually this month, which is really exciting because World Pride came to Washington, DC. If you don't know, I live in DC. Well, I don't live in DC anymore, but I live like 15 minutes from DC in the suburbs. But I have been a DMV girly my whole life. And so the fact that World Pride came to DC this year was really exciting. I didn't do too much because I do have like freaking phobia of crowds and just like bad things happening, which some bad things did end up happening at World Pride, which isn't good. So I ended up going out later on Saturday, like after the parade. I heard the parade was like so hot and terrible and miserable, but it did look pretty and fun and awesome from what I saw on social media. But I am kind of glad I wasn't there for hours in the heat. But yeah, that was really exciting. So I did celebrate Pride this week, and I love Pride. I think it's super important, but I think freedom for everyone is important for that regard, and you can't have certain freedoms without freedoms for everyone. So obviously, that is something in this country that we need to work towards, and we need to just all be better about. I kind of disagree with only celebrating Pride this month and not other holidays or other holidays that have happened this year, like Juneteenth or, AAPI Heritage Month, Black History Month, etc. So only celebrating Pride is not who I am. So you will expect lots of other spreads in the future representing all the people that I can. But unfortunately, planner community wise, there is a limit of what we are given. So that empowers a lot of people to become shop owners, but I personally cannot do it. I work a hard job as it is, and I just don't have the means to like start a sticker shop. And I really want to keep it as like a fun hobby, but like I'm so glad it empowers people to start their own business. It just sucks that it always has to be like a person of color who's empowered to do this because what we're given is just not good enough. So this is just to say I am celebrating Pride, but I want to celebrate lots of other things too and think freedom for everyone is what we should all be achieving. And Pride is just the start. So that's my thoughts on that. But I love how this base came out. I think the pastel rainbow is so pretty. It's definitely become one of my favorite foils for sure. So yeah, I'm really excited to hop into this day by day. And yeah. I also did a weirder format than usual because I put the extenders on the top this day because I had extenders on Thursday and Friday, and I just have this thing of like not wanting to put extenders in the middle, and usually Thursday would be a middle day, so and Monday would be a middle day, so the fact that this is a top day is weird, which that also sounds weird what I just said, but we're just going with it. On Monday, I worked this day, and then I had some meetings, so I'll mark that. And then we were watching Mochi, so I walked the dogs this day, took them on a little walk with Jake probably. Okay, so I did pull some rainbow doodles from SPC, which I think they look kind of funky with this spread, but we'll see. If they end up looking too funky, I'll remove them, but like this one doesn't have too much of it, so it doesn't bother me. And then, like I said, my scripts are in pastel rainbow. I meant to get sparkly hollow, from Plan a Hannah. And I do have a code at Hannah Shop. You can use Laura15 to save 15% off, or mention my name in the notes if there's a sale going on to get my current freebie. So I walked Mochi and Ollie, and then I edited and uploaded. So I'll mark that. And then I did listen to my audiobook this day, which is Butcher and Blackbird. My friend recommended it to me. It is a lot. Especially as someone new to the whole reading thing. But I'm hanging in there. I'm still reading it too. Well, it's only like the week after this, but I've been reading it for like almost a month now. But you know, it is what it is. So read, and then I planned this day. This Groovy font, by the way, is from Hannah Shop. It is not a custom. I think it's like font choice 12, but you can look on her font selection to double check me on that. On Tuesday, we're moving on to pink. I worked again, so I will mark that. And then I took a nap, so I'll mark that. And then I worked more and had a freaking meeting. All I did this day was work. I mean, yeah, there's not really a lot I can put in here. I'm just going to use this. And then, like, use a shape for the icon I pulled in. Okay, so for work, again, the rainbow doodles look kind of weird because these particular colors definitely lean more pastel rainbow to me, like the colors in this kit. But yeah, I'm gonna put this sticker. Is there a shape up in here? Yes. I'm gonna put this on here that I had a meeting and then basically worked all friggin' day this day. So yeah, not the most fun. And then Jake and I went on an ice cream date with Mochi and Ollie. So I'll mark that here. And then I did go to Lidl because we were right by, what ice cream store did we go to? We went to this taiyaki place. It was really, really freaking good. And then I watched 90 Day this day, and then I just watched streams and rotted because I was probably a freaking tired girl. Okay, So we went on a little ice cream date. We definitely got taiyaki and not snow cones, but I just thought these rainbow snow cones for the spread were super cute. We've been getting ice cream a lot because Ollie loves ice cream and they always have pup cups. So we just take him. But I use the rainbow snow cones this particular week because it was like a pride spread. So I thought it worked, but we did not get snow cones. I'm not really a big snow cone person. But yeah, watched 90 Day and some streams this night. Then on this day is going to be kind of tricky because I have just this label to work off of. But we're good. We're going to get through it. So I worked this day. So I'll mark that at the top. And then I went to the orthopedist for my ankle and then got blood work done after for my next IVF cycle. So I worked, have that dinosaur from the SPC Doodles. It looks kind of funky. Had an orthopedist appointment. I need to get ortho stickers apparently because I'm an old person and have lots of old person problems. And then I got my blood work this day. And then we took Ollie to the dog park and Mochi. Mochi was with us too. So we went to the dog park and then we went to Petco. I think Jake got groceries and I just took the dogs to Petco. And then I did workout this day. And then I filmed. That ended up working perfectly. And I don't ever have to think about that orange again. So for the dog park, this orange is like not the best match, but it's fine. Just using two different paw prints. Petco, worked out. Oops. That would have been bad. I've been so bad about doing that lately. It's like, ugh. And then I filmed. And that is that for the first part of my week. Okay, moving on to Thursday. On Thursday, it was my cousin's birthday. So I'll mark that at the top. And then my mom came down. My mom came down to pick up Mochi because they were at the beach. They were at Cape May for the first half of the week. So she came down to pick up Mochi. And after my orthopedist appointment, I found out what shoes I needed that would really help me. So my mom was very kind and took me shoe shopping and got me really freaking good shoes. So yeah, we went shoe shopping and then I just hung out with her. We got desserts at this dessert place she saw that was next door. Ollie is snoring so freaking loud right now, y'all. I don't know if you can hear him, but it's like hard for me to concentrate. This sushi sticker is so big. Oh well. Okay, so sushi. We had ice cream. I mean, I technically had a smoothie and she had like a more mango natto or whatever. I don't freaking know. But yeah, we went to the shoe store. I got sushi after and then I came home and had to work. So I will mark that. This is my only yellow day, so can keep that in mind that I can just use whatever I want. I walked Oliver. So I'll put that in here. And then I went shopping with Ollie. This was like, I don't know what happened to me this day, but all of a sudden I got sad this day. about my life situation, which just happens. So I walked, wait, what did I do? No, I worked, walked Oliver, and then I did go shopping with him to get out of the house and just do something. Thursday, it's also Thursday when I'm filming this, is the day Jake plays a lot of video games. Most days he doesn't do too many video games, but Thursday is a lot. So I kind of just have to like cope and do my own thing. So then I was sad. So I'm going to put that in, that I was sad. I was sad about, basically what happened is I was driving in the car, and then my song that I dedicated to my freaking embryo came on, and I just couldn't help but sob. And that's just what really happened. So I was sad, sobbed, got it all out, came home, edited, uploaded, did the whole YouTube thing. Should I put this in the middle? Yeah. And then I watched YouTube to cope with my life. As it be. So that was my chaotic. I think I might change this because it's going to bother me because there's too much space on either side. So I'm just going to move this again. Oh no. I ripped off some of the script. Okay, I'll have to pull in another one. That's fine. I'll do that later. Then on to Friday. Friday, it was my brother's birthday. So I'm going to mark that. And then Ollie went to the groomer this day, which was much, much needed. And then we went on a little ice cream date after to this new To Us place that we have since been back to already because it's so freaking good. But it's like a family-owned soft serve place, which we love supporting. So yeah, it was my brother's birthday. I do have a script for him that I just didn't use last year, I guess. Oliver got groomed this day, and then we did go get some ice cream again. Like I said, I was just on an ice cream kick this week, I guess. Then I did do some work, so I'll mark that here. And then Jake and I decided to go thrift shopping as just like something to do. So we went thrift shopping. We didn't end up getting anything. I realized thrifting isn't really for me. I'm also just like not that into like shopping anymore. I don't know. I just like don't feel like I need anything and just feel like it's like a waste if I buy stuff and then don't ever wear it, which is usually what happens because I literally wear the same thing all the time. So yeah, but I did want to look at like the books there. But there weren't like a lot of books and they were all in like really bad condition. So yeah, shopped, we went thrifting, and then we started a new activity this day, which was playing tennis together, which was very, very fun. We took Oliver, and there's a court nearby us. There's courts everywhere, but there's a particular court in our neighborhood that is like always open and free. So we just drive to it. It's pretty close. It's like literally a 3-minute drive, but it'd be a pretty far walk, but it's a pretty close drive. And we just play tennis with Ollie. We close the gate and it's a really, really good time. So we played tennis and then I came back. I probably showered and did my whole thing because tennis is a freaking workout. but it's much better for me than like going to the gym. I don't like going to the gym, so I'm willing to do like any other workouts than going to the gym. And then we played It Takes Two together, which is on Jake's PS5. And then we watched The Challenge because I'm pretty sure it wasn't on Paramount Plus before, and now it is because I literally never saw it before, and then all of a sudden one day I did. So we've been starting watching the latest season of The Challenge that we missed. And then on Saturday, we went to this soda and sweet store that I really like going to. And then we took Ollie to the dog park after. So I'll mark that. And then we played tennis again. So I'll mark that. Okay, so we went to this little soda store I really like, and then we went to the nearby dog park by there, and then we did play more tennis. Those are Coffee Monsters Co. stickers. And then I got ready and decided I wanted to go to DC because I knew World Pride was happening and I was meeting up with someone to get something, and then just decided like we might as well just go the extra 10 minutes and go check out Admo, which is known to be like where the gays live and the queers live. So we hung out there, just walked around Adams Morgan. There were literally everyone was dressed for Pride. It was so beautiful to see. So yeah, it was really, really nice. And we just hung out in DC. We grabbed some food. We went to a bookstore. And yeah, everyone was obsessed with Ollie. And earlier in the day, when we were at the dog park and playing tennis and getting cocos, was the parade. And yeah, my friends were all at the parade and no one had anything good to say about it. But I know a lot of people came in town for it. So a lot of my friends were there because their other friends were in town. And so they just went to go with their friends. But yeah, so we celebrated Pride. It was very, 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 very fun. I love that World Pride was in DC. Love that. And then Jake and I played Wingspan Asia for the first time this night, which was super fun. He beat me the first time, but we played last night, which is the week after this, and I smoked him, guys. So love that for me. On Sunday, back to pink, I did pack because I was going home to my parents for the night. I think I ended up staying 2 nights there. But my cousin was in town, whose birthday it was on Thursday, and we were doing a family dinner this night. And then I had to work. I actually didn't work Monday, but I ended up spending the night at my parents because they helped me take care of Oliver, and I just like to have someone to hang out with. Like, I don't like being alone, so if I can, I'll just hang out with someone. So I went and bothered my parents and hung out with them because Jake went to New York for work, which I probably should have prefaced, but yeah, he went to New York for work. So I dropped him off at the Metro and he took the train to New York City because he did a shoot for a day in New York. He ended up coming back really late Monday the next day, but yeah, I just hung out at my parents' house basically. They live, love, laugh, love everything Oliver, anything you could ever imagine, they love about Oliver. So they just spoil him, and I just veg out, which is nice. So yeah, I dropped off Jake at the Metro this day. And then I went to my parents'. But yeah, basically I was going to just hang out at my house. But then we had this like whole family dinner planned, and then I felt super dizzy this day. I like woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I felt so freaking dizzy. So I was like, yo, I need to just spend the night here because I don't feel good. So we had our little family dinner, and then this night I played Wingspan Asia with my mom. I think I beat her by 2 points, but she did pretty good. She was like, the only thing she kept saying was like, oh my God, how did you memorize all these rules? Like the whole time. And I was like, Mom, like the board literally says what to do. Like it tells you your options. And like that's what she was fixated on. And I was like, and I told Jake this, and he was like, didn't she like memorize the rules too? Like, didn't she understand? I was like, yeah, like I don't know. It was so funny, but we played, and I was just glad she played with me because it was really fun. So we played Wingspan Asia again after our little fam dinner. So I'm going to fill everything out, see what I have scripts for, and then put on some mini deco. I did preemptively cut up these headers from the Pride. Oh, I forgot to mention this bottom washi is a Pixie Hollow Pride thing from SPC, and I have some headers left over, so I cut them up, and I'm going to use the rainbows as deco, but I did use some of the quotes and the rainbows throughout, if you didn't realize, because my bad for not mentioning that. Alrighty guys, I did go ahead and fill out the spread with my pen. I added the Sade F script, and then I put in some of those rainbow sparkly hollow header deco pieces that I cut up to use as deco from the SPC sheet. But I do want to say that this is definitely one of my favorite Pride spreads I've done in a while. I feel like the Pride art is usually hit or miss, usually miss, and I do really love this one. I love the representation. I love that it's a different theme than what we're usually given. Like I love the fairy vibes. I just think it's so cute. I love this art. It's by Clip Art Kits, and it's just really well done. I love the colors. I love that it lended itself to like a pastel rainbow moment because I think it just looks really cute. So I'm loving this. I did use this script sheet, like I said, from Hannah's shop, and then I pulled in like some sparkly hollow icons throughout from Hannah's shop. They're her newest icons that are like the filled in ones. I think they're probably like called icon version 2. And then like I said, most of the doodles I used were from SPC, and then the other stickers will be tagged on my Instagram, or if you have a question, feel free to leave it down below. I will show you guys what I have left over of this kit that I will be destashing. It's mainly fashion people. There was like a plethora of fashion people. I had to use one girl twice, but she's really pretty, so I don't care. So yeah, loving how this looks all together. I'm really glad I incorporated the orange because it adds to the rainbow vibes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this spread as well as this video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Happy Pride if you celebrate, but also we should be celebrating this all the time and not just this month. And also here's to freedom and liberation to all, because that is what everyone deserves, especially given current times on this planet, in this particular country. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.